Today I'd like to tie for you a Quill body CDC emerger. The hook I have in the vise is a number 100 size 16. This is a 1 extra fine dry fly hook from Green Caddis Outfitters, greencaddis.com. I'm going to use 8/0 70 denier black thread. I'm going to start it behind the eye, and we're going to bring a base of thread back to the tail section, and we'll stop that just about where it's going to hang at the barb. Now for the tail, I have just a thin piece of bootlace material. You can see how nice and thin that becomes. We're going to make that about the length of the hook shank. It's that little wisp off the back there. And I'm going to, when I trim this, I'm going to trim it a little long and leave a tag there. So when we wrap our quill, we bring this forward and wrap our quill, we have a nice level body. For our quill, I have a peacock eye stripped. We're going to tie that with the lighter color on the bottom side. I'm going to go ahead and tie that in, and you want to keep these soaked, the quills. And we're going to bring that up so it is about 1.5 eye lengths from the eye of the hook. I'm going to put a little bit of head cement on the shank. Got a little bubble there, so I'm just going to touch that off. We're going to go ahead and wrap this quill. And you get those nice segmented body there. Bring that right up. And with this, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter if you go a little bit far. You gotta, yeah, there we go. Because it's so skinny, it's not going to be a problem if you have to go back to get to your position. I'm going to tie that in right there. We're about an eye length from the eye of the hook. Go ahead and snip that off. Now I'm going to take, I have 3 small puffs of CDC. These are natural. And I'm going to tie them in like a caddis. But this could represent a small mayfly or a caddis. I just actually learned of this pattern tonight from a friend of mine on the river. We're going to let that wing come back just to the rear of the hook, the bend of the hook. I actually learned this tonight from a friend of mine, and he said that it works better when it's under the water. It's going to float, but when it gets wet and pulled under, it works better as an emerger. Put a few wraps on there. We're going to trim off that excess. I see I have like one different color there. It's actually good that it's on top. You might be able to see it. I might be able to see it a little better. You don't need to have the 2 colors. There we go. Get that out of there. Whoop. Don't want to pull it out. There we go. I'm going to wrap that back to the quill body. Had a little bit of fuzz there. I'm going to go ahead and trim them off. I'm going to take just a little bit of dubbing, just a small pinch of brown superfine dubbing, just a little bit, just to hide that head there a little bit. Give it a little bit of a bulky thorax, which would be more like a mayfly. This is a lot like the F-fly, except of course we have a quill body on there. I actually like that little white one on there. That'll help me to see it when it's on the top better. Going to take my whip finisher. Tighten that up. Cut that off. And take a little bit of head cement. Clean my brush off really well. I like to put the head cement on the bottom. And I put it right on that dubbing, and you'll see how it got dark? That's fine. No problem with that. And here we have a quill body CDC emerger done. Hope that you learned something from this video. Hope that you would subscribe to my channel. Please refer me to your friends. Leave comments, questions, suggestions, and most of all, thank you very much for watching my videos.